be real messy.
You didn't try it back in the 80s?
No. Well, I did a lot. I wish I'd done more. I'll be honest with you. I said that to my mother the other day. I said, Mom, I'll be honest with you.
Judy couldn't have
This has
handled it
been a great life, and I enjoy
Judy.
my life, but I wish I had done. Did he touch your
nipples?
ask me? We're going there.
Bless your heart.
Welcome. I want to thank you all with immense gratitude for spending time with me. This is a podcast where we dive deep into the real, raw, and often taboo conversations about culture, relationships, and intimacy. We keep it honest, insightful, and full of humor, creating a space where nothing is off limits. Think of it as your late night conversations with your posse. At its core, the Fully Erect Podcast is about empowerment, giving people the confidence to own their desires, communicate openly in their relationships, and break free from outdated stigmas. So join me. We're breaking barriers and breaking stereotypes. Welcome to Fully Erect Podcast. These are my people right here. I want to introduce them. This is Margaret Colburn, who's like my ride or die. I love her. I've known her for how many years now? Would you say? Oh, yeah. She thinks she's the Queen of England. How long have I known you?
You've been blessed to have me in your life for at least a good 25.
Really?
Wait, how old are you people?
Damn, I might have
be 24.
given birth to you.
Yeah,
25
right?
years. I'm only 30.
We got a quarter of a cinch.
You gave birth when you were 5?
Thought about the math. You know, I was never strong in math.
I get it.
And this is Pellie, my cousin, who always is a joy. She's always welcoming to come on my podcast. And this is my posse. And they're my ride or dies. And we're going to talk about some very interesting things today. We're both, all three of us, women of the 80s.
That's right.
And
The last of the Mohicans, though.
I think so. I think the 80s were like the best times of any
I'm
time.
89, though.
So you were really on the cusp.
Yeah.
Not
Like,
born. Sure.
But
No.
you were, but
Jesus.
you
Don't
went,
I look at-
no, but you went through the 80s.
Yeah.
You've lived
was
your
all
life
of
through
high
the
school,
80s.
yeah.
I mean,
Graduated
that's what we're
in
covering.
89,
I mean,
yeah.
like, you know, like what was that? And
Oh.
so kind of
So good.
had you guys on to talk about like, what was our life like in the 80s?
So good.
Really, actually,
So
what was
good.
it like
So
in
good.
the
So good.
prime of our lives in the 80s? Not just being in the 80s, like the prime, like where you're having the time of your life. The funny thing about it is Pellie, I felt like I went to high school with her. Margaret and I actually did kind of go to high school together, but was I a senior and you were a freshman? No,
Correct.
but you were at a different school.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
always
was still-
reminding me how much older I am than you.
Yes, correct.
I'm a lot
Yes,
older
correct.
than you.
Yes, yes.
And Pellie, I would make road trips to hers.
Yeah,
Like,
you just showed up at my school.
I
a lot.
would skip class with a Madonna soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think it was a cassette then, because it wasn't
Yes.
8-track. Okay. And I would borrow my
It was an
friend. I would
8-track.
borrow my friend's convertible. Remember that time?
We did have 8 trucks.
Yeah, we did.
Peaches and
But that was
her
like
nut.
78 and then like 80
Yeah.
we got cassettes.
Yeah.
But Pellie would, I would show up in Wortham High School with a convertible that I borrowed from a friend.
Uh-huh.
And I would
Kinda
play
like,
Madonna all
St.
the way
Elmo's
with the
Fire,
convertible.
Yeah,
when they
exactly.
take off in the
I swear.
Chrysler.
Yeah.
It's like the
So
same
what
thing.
was that like that time? Remember when I showed up at your school? And was it just me? Or was it like me and a
you had like
posse?
Hillary and
Yeah.
Tracy
Yeah.
and
It was Bueller's
Cope.
day off.
Was it Tracy
Yeah,
Cope?
Tracy Cope.
She was Ferris Bueller. She came to get
Yes,
you out.
and then every boy was like, we're skipping school with them. And I'm like, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Somehow this is all coming down on me.
Yeah.
But away we went. I don't,
Well, didn't I like pull up and then like in
with
Madonna,
the music, y'all were sitting on the back of the,
Holiday, and it was
Yeah.
like playing, and then I remember going,
it was like almost like a John Hughes film.
Yeah.
yeah, Johnny's. Now, what I'm laughing about is when I got there, I didn't really have an agenda, and I remember like my mom or maybe.
But let's
from the
be
home-
clear, you skipped school to drive to work.
I know.
That's what that's
Was
yes.
I a senior? Was I? No, I was a senior for sure because my mom said she was in the principal's office every month.
Did she have any idea? Did she ever know
Well,
you
it
did
was
that?
mainly, it was not for bad grades or whatever. It was just like Kelly wasn't in class today.
Truancy.
Kelly,
Truancy.
I think I saw Kelly on the freeway going to Eagle Mountain Lake.
Yeah.
Oh
I saw
God.
Kelly.
We drove to Eagle Mountain Lake
Yeah.
on the weekly.
I mean, like literally parents. Remember, because it was like
we had so
nobody
many
on the
guys
freeway.
and we had so many guys with lake houses.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, every guy and girl had, I mean, like everybody had
Somebody
lake houses.
did, yeah.
But I remember getting on the freeway and
No
one of my
phones.
friend's parents were driving.
No phones.
You just had fun
Thank
until
God.
you got busted.
Well, or you just got busted. Yeah. I mean, we didn't care about getting busted.
No.
I mean, like,
Well, if you got busted, it wasn't blasted everywhere.
well,
Right,
that's
correct.
not
Not
exactly
everybody
it.
can see you return your Tesla. Or
I
whatever
was
it is that
always
you're doing.
busted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, return the Tesla.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's Sheryl Crow. That was a great move.
So if you were like, I'm just the fondness of, I think we're almost the last great generation, like since the 50s was very
Yes.
idyllic.
I agree.
60s and 70s, very controversial. 80s was just pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Chill.
then I think you'll have some generations coming up with the turn of economy today and the attitude in this country that it will get good again. I just feel like we were kind of,
No, it's going to change.
we're only
believe it's gonna
250
change.
years old,
I know.
this country. So it, to me, I was just thinking today, driving up here, like
We're not.
the 80s were no phones.
Last
no,
of the Mohicans.
no
Chill.
social- Yes.
Yeah.
You had a car wreck. They might not find you for days.
I know.
You're at a bar. They're not going to find you for days.
Unless you call on the landline.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we did, right? I mean, like I
Or
can
your
remember-
Emergency breakthrough.
Maybe you might have a CB
Emergency
radio.
break-
well, like
breakthrough.
think about this. Like I remember one time running out of gas and being like,
What about it?
so now I got to walk to figure out where a phone is.
Yeah.
And like, it was just second nature, right?
Oh, yeah.
To do that. But I remember
Were you in
thinking,
Wortham when you
Did you
ran out of
have a
gas?
quarter?
I mean, no, I wasn't in Wortham. I wasn't Wortham. Here's a quarter.
You got
Call
stuck in
someone
the
who
mud?
cares.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a great song.
It is.
Was that an 80s song?
When you got stuck in the mud?
No. Here's a quarter. Call somebody who cares.
No,
Oh,
that
that's
was like
90s.
90.
Travis Tritt.
No, that
I
was.
love Travis Tritt.
Here's a quarter.
That was
Travis
probably like
Tritt.
Here's a
91.
quarter.
Yes, the 90s.
It was early 90s.
Yeah, he was the best.
Yeah.
Greatest hits. Took me home many a nights.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got home many nights. It was,
I know.
It
Thank
was
God
like-
the kids are older and we can actually divulge that now.
well, I mean, I'm going to divulge it because I think that's where the honesty goes. I mean, like these kids now, like there's really no excuse. Like they're basically calling Ubers. They can kind of
On the
figure a way to get
Snapchat
out. Now, not in the
locations.
country, but like in the city, like there's really
Well, you
no
think it's on the
excuse to drive.
platforms.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have there's no Uber in Wortham, but you sometimes you have a cousin or somebody that'll come get you, something like that.
No, for
But-
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
But it's not.
here it's
what
like
kind
if
of
you're
cousin?
driving, what kind of kissing cousin?
good kind.
Yeah. What kind of
Good
cousin?
kind.
Bill?
Would they do that in the country too?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of kissing cousins, did you know anybody in Wortham that did that? Was like a little bit into their cousin?
Yeah, but I'm not telling that story
Yeah.
because it was like a mother and son, and I'm not telling. that story.
Pellie! That's
Shut
sick.
up. You're lying right now.
Pellie, don't even go there.
Kelly, you know
Do
the
I
story.
know him?
Yes.
Oh, I do. Does it start with an O?
Sure.
That family with the O?
Oh,
The big O?
not Oprah. No,
You just,
no.
she
You
just
know
gave their name. I don't really care. Let's
They
just call
lived
it.
out past the land. Those people. You do know the story, and I'm just not telling. It's bad.
Oh,
No.
past the land that we partied at?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Were you? Yes.
Past the land. Past the pasture.
It's past the cows.
Yeah.
No, but I can
Into that
remember.
40.
I mean, good thing, like, I knew how to drive at 12.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
totally.
Me
So
too.
by the time I got
Excellent driver.
Yeah, we had my grandmother's extra long Lincoln,
yeah.
and we would
Our
just take
grandmother
it
had a
out.
Lincoln too.
Oh,
we
yeah.
just all day.
We took
Oh,
that
yeah.
out a couple
Kelly
times.
and I had the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
blast taking cars out that were not ours in the
Yeah.
family. Like,
We
you
got
want
pretty
to
good
stick
at
that
it.
one out?
Yeah.
It was always like that, right? Do you remember the?
Yeah, I
the-
think we kind of did what we wanted. But so the very first time underage was not a very good experience. But then later we took mini cars that didn't belong to us.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
We didn't take them.
Yeah.
We drove them and cruised
Can
around.
I go to the store?
reparked
Can I go
them.
get the
Oh,
eyes?
God,
yeah.
yeah. I would
And
go.
you're gone an hour.
I would say that after school every day, but
Yes.
Mom, I want some taco
But
bueno.
gone an hour.
Oh yeah, gone an hour, and it was half a mile up the street.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there and smoke all of her cigarettes in
Yes.
the car.
Oh, it
and
was
stuff.
horrible. I would
And
steal
there's
my
no
mom's
Live
cigarettes.
360, so nobody
Yeah,
can
oh,
look
hell
and
no.
see where you are. You're
Well,
just doing it on your
exactly.
own.
And then you would, and then Marty and I, my brother, we would like take the Jeep out that our parents' friends parked there
Oh, yeah.
to like, because we had extra parking place. And Marty had a wise idea to like sneak it out.
Yeah.
Well, neither one of us knew how to drive the standard. I mean, I kind of knew, but it was like, he gets in and he's stopping in the middle of Camp Bowie and we're having to start the engine and it's back and he's putting it in first, he's putting it second. I'm like,
he's burning it up.
Marty, you've like burned the engine for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he parks it back and we didn't get busted.
Terrible driver, Marty. Why would you get the car?
Oh, remember? Yeah. Like we'll tell
Terrible
that in a
driver.
minute. But basically I get back out. I'm like, I'm going to sneak it out. I get in that car and I'm just cruising down Camp Bowie.
God, with the radio
cruising
just
so loud, you know, like, I don't know.
Like 97.1.
I think it had a Pioneer
Like a
stereo.
real
It had like a Pioneer.
Was it the Eagle?
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
yeah.
radio station.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
92.5, 97.
Well,
Oh, 92.5
was
Yeah, was
very
what?
good.
That
That's
was
like
country?
no, 95 was it's still on.
Metal?
It is. I don't listen to
No, it's
regular
like
radio.
classic rock.
Oh, classic rock.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't listen
that
to
was
the
that was
radio
the
and I
good.
don't know
Okay,
how.
but what was the radio station I listened to all the time? It wasn't. It was
97
but that was 97.1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 97.1.
Yeah.
That was every morning show before school. Like
Yes.
you're listening to get ready for
Yeah,
school.
and now you wouldn't even be caught dead.
That's how
listening
you
to
would
the
find
regular
current
radio.
events, what's going
Yes.
on. Anybody that's whatever.
Totally.
So you
Those are
could go to
news
school with
source.
on the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
What Madonna was doing?
yeah,
How many
Madonna.
rubber bracelets
Now
she
I'm
had
like,
going
now
up
I'm
her
like thinking,
sleeve?
what was I a fan of Madonna?
Oh my God, I love
Come on now.
I know, but what was I thinking?
Madonna
Like,
today
I'm
is
looking
not
at-
Madonna in
No.
our day. You can't even compare. They took two different
No.
people.
Yeah, it is.
Who is the Madonna?
take it from
Okay, it's a great one. Who's Madonna
Taylor
of
Swift.
today?
No.
like
She doesn't have the balls.
not even close.
No. No.
I'm not going to get
on.
on that page because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are big fans.
She doesn't
whatever.
have the spunk.
She doesn't have that.
feisty.
She's too
She
good.
doesn't.
She's too Pollyanna.
But
Oh,
way
yeah.
too Pollyanna.
Way too Pollyanna.
Well, there's not really a rebel.
You know who Pollyanna is, right? Okay.
I mean,
Polly Hobby,
you
Pollyanna.
Pink
I
maybe.
heard stories.
Snoopy.
Oh God,
She's a little
We started
There's
Snoopy.
really
Snoopy.
not one.
Sure, we still has her Snoopy.
I think there is. I think
I think
Lady,
you,
I think
you
people
can
Snoop
compare
Dogg is
maybe
a-
Pink
or
has-
Lady Gaga, people think.
I do. Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Back
she's
in the
always a
day,
good-
they're
she's
both
a
like
bad
chill.
bitch.
Now.
Yeah, they weren't rebel like she was
No.
in the day. Like we get in trouble
But
for listening to her music.
Oh God, yeah.
You can't listen to that.
Oh yeah, like a
Madonna's like a
virgin.
virgin.
Like a virgin.
Like
yeah.
a
Here's
virgin?
what- Yeah.
Let's talk about,
Berman was
let's
like,
talk about virgins.
What in the world? We were like,
Yes.
oh my God, Dad, it's suck off.
and then
Yeah.
and then the earrings that were like
Papa don't preach.
pulling your ear.
Don't be preaching,
I mean
Papa.
that was controversial music.
Oh God, for sure.
So
yeah.
like that today would be like
and then you had the extreme opposite that I love too, the hair bands.
Oh, totally.
Oh,
that would be like Cardi B.
rat.
She'd be
Huh?
like Cardi B.
We didn't have rap really
saying
then, so you can't.
you know pussy and
rap is its own genius genre. You can't
who.
just because you heard one song today.
I don't like it. Something about pussies. And I don't mind you talking about your pussy, but like when you're talking about like
All
in
the
a
good
song
hair
screaming it in your ear, I'm not into it.
You didn't like the hair
I
bands?
like a virgin better than something
Yes,
about a
I don't
pussy.
know. She got off on rap, but we were talking
I
discussing.
don't care. I mean, I'm
Yes.
moving along. I didn't really like the rap part. I mean, who are we talking?
DMC?
Run
Sing
DMC.
it. Sing it. Run DMC. Sing it.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Also,
Yeah.
Beastie-
I'm not singing.
Beastie
one.
Beastie
Boys.
Boys.
Beastie
Beastie
Boys.
Boys.
Exactly.
I like the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
Okay, well,
but that
that's
was
rap.
good rap. That was good rap.
Yeah, back when you could.
What about
actually,
Milli Vanilli? Were they like literally
That
a
makes me
band,
so
or was it so sad that
That's
their
probably my
mouths
favorite. Yeah, Blame It on the Rain.
blame it on the right fall
They got
down?
That's so sad.
Yeah.
And one of them committed suicide.
Well, Pellie,
They
you
did?
committed so you should lie.
One of them did.
People
They
should
did?
not lie.
They got told to do that by a record producer, and they just went on with it.
So you think their
and then when
voices?
they got found out, I still, when
Oh.
you see those other two guys sing, there's no way that's not them. Milli Vanilli was those two. Those
Okay,
two
but
guys,
Milli
Terrence-
Vanilli-
Right, yeah.
Terrence Trent D'Arby, and what's the other guy's name?
Terrence
No, but the story
Trent
was
D'Arby.
that that's
Oh my
not their
God.
voices. They
It
just
was not.
wanted
It was
those
that.
people that look just like that to be
Yes.
singing like that.
Yes.
Well, I don't care what a producer says. You can't be that greedy in life. It's called
But boy
Liar.
bands, that's been going on in the music industry for a long
well,
time.
Pellie, you don't go blame it on the rain in your voice and over here, and you don't even know the words and fake
They
like
did
you
know the words.
Not really. I mean, well, most people know the words.
I saw it on
blame
the
it on
video.
the rain over and
I
over
saw-
and over. Sure,
Videos. Also, videos were
Solid
so
Gold. Listen,
Yes,
all
like Solid Gold.
My weekends
Solid
consisted of-
Gold had that.
Yes, they
I
had them.
thought that was
Solid
over
Gold.
by that time.
No, I was in
Solid
middle
Gold
school
was
waiting to
okay.
get into high school, and we would watch Solid Gold every
I
Saturday
was in
night.
Yes.
TV by that point. Okay, girls, Michael Jackson or Prince? Which one?
Prince,
Why?
because he is phenomenal. I mean, I'm not taking it away from Michael Jackson. He can dance and sing. Prince can do it all. Literally, he wrote, he sings, He played 15 billion instruments. He can dance.
That's true.
He can act.
And he was a lot like Madonna. Like he had his own thing and he didn't care.
Prince all day.
Yeah, but he couldn't do the moonwalk.
So what?
I mean, it matters, man. Yes, it does.
And he didn't wear.
I
he wore
remember
gloves.
watching the award show back when they were good.
Yeah,
the very first time he did the moonwalk, and it was mind blowing.
I mean,
mind blowing.
Pellie and I saw Michael Jackson in concert.
Riley and I were looking at the video that my daughter and she was looking at that. I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah,
I mean, don't understand. Nobody
forget the
knew what that
Magic
was.
Island.
I loved the Jackson 5 too.
I mean, that's a hard. I love.
I loved. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Tony? Tito like the vodka. Tito.
Yeah. Tito. Well, there's a few of them.
And Janet.
Jermaine.
One of them just passed, I think.
No,
Eddie Murphy has such a great skit to that.
Now, if you had the name Jermaine, what would you do about
it's very
that?
French, yes.
Jermaine better have some backup.
Jermaine
better have some backup. Jermaine.
So wait, Pellie, you're Jackson or you're Prince?
I don't know. It's very, very, very hard.
Okay,
well, you're going to have to pick one.
I had to pick one and I love Prince. But
I don't know, maybe Prince
Michael.
because it is a bit like the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson growing up was everything.
Off the Wall was like everything to me.
Everything.
I danced 15 hours a day to Off the Wall.
I came home from school one day.
So did I.
Molly and Lee were playing my album.
Just saying.
Prince is just a better person.
And I've danced a lot to Milli Vanilli, but I'm not that nobody really cares. Blame it on
they had one song, dude.
I don't care.
One.
They did not have one song. They have several songs.
Brown, baby. Bobby Brown.
I wasn't into him.
Why? He was cool.
I loved New Edition.
I loved
I loved New Edition.
Loved New Edition.
I
loved New Edition.
Wait. Now, you and I talked about this. We were kind of wrapping it up about 80s, and you and I talked about, what did you not like? You told me you were not. Duran Duran. You didn't
No,
like?
I didn't say I didn't like them. I just
No, you just didn't like them. You should have thought
they weren't my favorites. I did.
Billy Idol?
Yeah, I liked Billy Idol. What did you put it like? Is he one of your top 3 for sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Because remember, I kind of asked you to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
So for sure, Billy Idol was one of your guys. Okay, that's cool.
Especially like in the
that's totally
7th,
cool.
8th grade freshman year.
Yeah. What about Ambrosia?
Not a huge fan of Ambrosia.
I love that song.
I know.
I don't know why. I just love it.
I don't think I really liked Ambrosia
What about
later.
I'm going to say when I was in 7th grade, you know, Elton John, Oh Jeannie.
Yeah.
Oh Jeannie. That one.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this guy. No.
Keep going.
I didn't even know what love was, but this cute guy on my Disneyland trip with my grandparents, it was Disney World. And I mean, he was the cutest thing on 2 legs. And in the pool, I kept remember that song going, oh, Jeanette. No, I was in 7th grade, Margaret. I didn't do him. No.
You could have been an early slut. You never know.
No.
An early slut.
No, I was with my grandparents on a grandparent trip.
So?
Okay. What did you want me to go into?
But why that song?
Yeah.
No. Why when you saw the cute boy,
on a roller
did you
coaster,
sing,
baby?
Oh, Jeannie?
Oh, Jeanette. Because of the pool. I'm so in love. I'm so
every large
into my life
moment.
in a bag.
But you don't know this person yet.
I didn't know him, but I knew my friend Allison Almbach, and her dad was the commissioner of education in New York, and my papa was commissioner of education in Texas. And there was all the commissioners met on this thing, and we were in the pool all playing, and this cute guy, and that song came on, and I remember thinking, oh,
because every important moment
has a song.
Is literally tagged to a song in our era.
It does.
Agree.
These poor
or
children.
a movie. Like
Or
you
a
can
movie.
quote the movie.
No, and that's the thing. You had to quote the movies because you had to,
Yes.
because you're not going to watch it on an app. You had to remember your song. Okay, now this is, and I
we
know
were alive when the VCR was introduced. You didn't have
Well, you could
recorded
rewind.
stuff.
I remember literally
rewind,
it was like sophomore year, I think. Freshman, because I was going to be a sophomore. And Santa Claus brought me the stacked stereo system.
Oh, I loved that.
With the double tape
I had that
recorder.
too. That was
Yes.
so cool.
So we would
You could record the
Yes.
the
make
top.
our own mixtapes.
What was his name?
What you do is
the
you
top
you
40
play that tape.
Casey
Casey Kasem.
and all the little stories
yeah.
and
And
And you
dedications.
could record off the radio, off your album, and then dub it
and
off
send it to your
yeah.
boyfriend.
Hell yeah,
and
baby.
say
Totally.
the best of, I love you.
Yes.
You would send these mixes
Yes.
to your boyfriend.
Getting a mixtape from somebody.
Sometimes
was
I gave them to my
Oh,
girlfriends
huge
too, but
deal.
I'd mix these tapes.
My dad
just
made them
that.
all the time.
Yeah, your dad was good at
Very
that. He'd
good.
do reel to reel. Like he started off with the
Yeah.
reel to reel,
Oh, we
and
had
we
that. My
listened
dad
to
had one
that.
of those.
He did too.
Uh,
Techie, your dad was techie like that early on.
No, not
Her dad
techie.
was kind of
Just
if it was music.
totally
In a
music,
car.
totally
Yeah.
music.
Had nothing else.
But I mean, literally the cassette tapes. But the best of them all was the 8 tracks. You didn't have any 8 tracks.
You loved 8
Mom
tracks?
I did,
did.
man.
Mom
They were
did.
like,
Well, of
they
course.
just jammed in there, you know, and there was
Yeah.
no issue. You just push
like
it
it
likes
in.
it
You like it because you can
jammed in.
jam
I
it in
just
there.
jam it. Oh, yeah, Ambrosia's on.
Ambrosia.
Or Shining Star. You know?
I remember Peaches and Herb from Growther's Beauty Shop. That's what we would
I
listen to
remember
when we were
REO
cleaning.
Speedwagon.
I
Yeah.
love REO Speedwagon.
38 Special.
What's your favorite REO song?
Foreigner. My friend
What
had
do you think
one
about
in her
mine?
car.
Mine is,
I don't know. I'd have to like go through them all.
God. Doom, doom, doom. What was
What-
that
Oh,
one?
that one?
Wait.
Yeah, don't,
Wait.
don't.
Wait,
Well, it's in my tongue.
Well, it's
It's on
in
the-
B sharp.
It's
And, I mean,
it's on the
fuck,
tip of
Pellie.
my tongue. Can you see it? It's on the tip.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's oh.
We can Google it.
Please. What is the
What
name
are
of
you, I
that
don't know what
song?
you're saying.
My
REO
REO song that I
Speedwagon.
love. Don't stare at me like so insane.
It's Time for Me to Fly. That's my favorite.
Time for me to. Okay, no, that's not my favorite.
Roll with the
Can't
changes.
fight this
No.
feeling.
No,
Roll with the changes.
Take it on the run. Keep on loving you. Ooh.
They're all
I
in
great.
a
keep
storm out.
on loving
Time for me to
you.
fly. In my dreams. Keep pushing. Back on the road again. That ain't love. Keep the fire burning.
I don't know.
That's 1982, Kelly.
That's my favorite one.
One
I don't
level
even
in
know
that.
it. No, but I'm thinking REO Speedwagon was in my
Music
grandmother's
Man?
beauty shop too. Yes, I had that. We
No,
had
it
it from
wasn't.
Tracy's. Yes, I had.
No, like Lawrence Welk stuff. There was
Oh
no.
my God. I
Yeah.
loved.
Uh-uh.
Sadly loved Lawrence. Our
And we had
nanny
Shining
was
Star.
English.
We had Captain and Tennille
Oh,
Yeah.
loved Captain and
or
Tennille.
Elvis. There was Elvis too.
No,
No, Captain
I didn't. I
Tennille.
don't remember Captain Tennille being in there.
What?
Well, there was. I cleaned the beauty shop like every
Pellie,
week. and
that
you
was
didn't even live
before
there.
I worked there. I mean, I worked there, and then you came in when you
Excuse
were
me,
in
you
high
worked
school.
at the beauty shop.
Yes, when
when?
I was a little girl, I worked all the time, painted the nails,
Oh,
took
you
the
when the
rollers
customers were
out of the
there.
house. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't clean it up
No,
at
I
night
didn't.
when you could control the
Well,
music.
I'm sorry, Pellie.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't get upset about it.
I'm not upset. I'm just saying
So you made
She
money.
is
I did
telling
not.
the truth.
we played it at night when we were there on our own.
Oh, you and Molly.
We didn't listen when grandmother had control of.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that was different. Different
Yes.
kind of music.
Yes, that's where I learned to smoke cigarettes, light moose on fire, stuff like
What,
that.
Pellie,
Light
you lit,
moose
you
on
lit,
fire.
you lit
Like
moose, which I
hairspray?
would never think to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do the hairspray.
Well, they would leave their cigarettes. We try to smoke one, or
Yeah.
you take that lighter
Yeah.
and like hit the
Uh-huh,
hairspray.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
So I wonder we didn't burn it
See,
down,
someone in my class in high school, I remember him, a bunch of the guys they lighting their farts. And I mean, I burst out laughing like a huge cackle, like,
Yeah.
and I remember my English teacher, well, Miss Bowen, and I'm like, you know, Miss, I don't want to give her name out, but you know who she was.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yes, ma'am. And she's like, you go out in the hall and sit. And I'm like, okay, I will. And I sat there. I sat there for a little while. I'd been there like 10 minutes. All I did was laugh, like loud. And then the whole class started laughing. But he lit it. And it was explosive.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting on the
Did
front.
he not get
No,
in
I'm
trouble?
sitting Indian style. That's right. Nowhere my legs up. I was Indian style. And I'm thinking, I'm not sitting in this hallway. We got the reading people here, Mrs. Bettis's class. I got Mrs. Coey over here. And this bell's going to ring and I'm sitting here. I don't think so. Like I'd been there
You're
like
gonna get
maybe
trampled.
10 or 15 minutes and she never came out to talk to me. And it waited and waited. And then finally I was like, I'm going down to the principal's office. She knows me well, Mrs. Thomason. I'm going down there. And so I did. I went down to her office. I said, she had me downstairs. She had me up there sitting in Indian, like waiting, and she never came out there. So I just thought I'd come on down here because I'm sure she's on her way. And she's like, okay, because would you rather go ahead and just tell you're going to the office?
Did you leave all your stuff in the room?
Yeah, she just told me to get
So
up.
like your binder and your
all my binder,
trapper keeper?
Because
I loved a good trapper keeper.
But we didn't have backpacks. We didn't rotate classes
No.
with backpacks.
When you undid it, like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like
That's-
the best sound. Yeah.
And so Miss Thomason goes, oh, Miss Bowen, why are you down here again? Kelly, what'd you do? And I go, nothing. I'm just she had me in the hallway. I'm assuming she's going to meet me down here because, you know, I've been there for a long time. And she said, well, what'd you do? I said, I just started laughing because
that's all I did.
Someone lit a fart on fire. And she's
funny.
like, that's the funny, you know, she started kind of guilty. She goes, oh my gosh. So then teacher came down and she said, I never gave you permission to go downstairs and to the office. I'm like, well, I just took it upon myself. I'm pretty sure I was getting in trouble, you know, but all I can think in my head is do not sit out here and everybody that's walking down the hallway is making fun of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, oh, you're in trouble. And then everybody knows you're in trouble. So anyway, got down there, whatever. And I remember that time my mom had to come and she was like,
so, you got in that much trouble for that?
Well, explain. Well, yeah.
I guess you prepped
multiple offenses or
I don't think multiple. I mean, like, let's say she probably thought I was
ridiculous.
A class clown, maybe.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like, well, I don't know.
I wonder where she got that impression.
But,
I know.
But anyway,
think of that.
So I was
it's hard to imagine.
So am I going to get myself in trouble? And my mom. So anyway, mom came. I think they were trying to give me like
Heights literally was like after freshman year, they were like, Tracy Bruner and Kelly Bowen cannot be in one class together.
Separate.
Yeah. Y'all have to separate.
and Kyra Casey.
And Kyra?
Yeah, she was pretty bad. Yeah, you couldn't have her in a class with me. But Tracy and I for sure did not need to be in class together.
Yeah.
She was always like rousing me.
Yeah.
Trying to, you know.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, just here, look at my.
Uh-huh. Look at my paper.
That's what you did in college.
Yeah.
Did the guy have the answers?
She just stood up
and
the guy
have the
over
answers?
the person in front of her to test and turned back and be like, hey.
He knew me.
Shut up.
He knew me. And
and this man was a tough teacher. And we had not studied and the whole thing.
It was government? No, it was
government or
government.
History?
Yeah, it was tough. Tough class.
For a junior class? I mean,
CDBA.
it was a lot.
I was like the CDBA.
Very stern.
Like, stop. I'm like,
we're fixing to get thrown out of here.
Do you want... Well, I mean, did
he care?
He didn't
see it.
She was like right in front of his desk. We're the last two desks.
Like two guys in front of me or something.
So she was just short enough, I think, to stand up and like he never saw her. If he had seen her,
Did you sleep with him to get out of it? Sleeping with the teach.
That would be a hard no.
Yeah.
that would have been a hard no, right? Was he that guy? Was he the guy that
he had like a flat top army cut?
Was he kind of a soft guy?
No, that was the English guy that knew Uncle Randy. Remember him?
He was
our English teacher.
You remember his name because you told me recently.
Uncle Randy went to had him too.
Nicest guy.
He loved Uncle Randy.
When we made good grades in there. Yeah,
we would just go in there and say,
I don't know it all.
I'll think in a second. It's a tiny school. We would go in there and be just like, oh, Mr. So-and-so, we have to pick our granddad up at the airport.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We would just
we went to DFW every single
Friday. And he would be like, okay, girls. And just let us go. Yes.
Yeah.
But see,
did he get away with so much more back then?
Because I'm thinking like this. When you were like out and about and you didn't come under your curfew, no one could find us.
Oh, my dad.
So we could be gone for days. Yeah, well, your dad, he lived in a small town. Yeah. My parents never looked for me.
Oh,
they were like, is she gone? Good, she's not coming back.
Yeah. So quiet here.
I did.
It sure is quiet around here.
There were a couple of times where dad would, or mom or dad.
Your dad would circle Fort Worth looking for you?
No, not circle, but he called one of my best friend's parents and was like, oh, Margaret forgot her allergy medicine. And the mom would be,
well, what do you want me to do about it? She's not here.
We're spending the night at your house. And then it was, busted. Yeah. And then her parents, because they were the young, hip, cool ones, and mine were older, they drove around, caught us, and we were like, oh, shit.
Where were you?
What age was that?
How were you spending the night out? What were y'all doing?
Well, we both had boyfriends and we were hosting a big party.
Oh,
for high school.
At somebody's
house.
His parents were out of town. Yeah.
Because that staying out all night was real fun until about midnight, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
When everybody else had to go home.
Yeah, I agree. Unless you're in Worth with the kids party.
Me and I'm not going to name their names, but we went down it was like 3 of us left and you're like, everybody's gone. The boys have gone. Everybody's gone home. Yeah. And it's just us. And you're like.
When there's a curfew. Yeah, I mean that's not fun.
Well, my curfew was an hour or two before everybody else's. Ronnie
did
not.
Always was too. It was ridiculous.
I thought mine was very fair. My parents.
I had to be so creative and really like.
I had to ring the doorbell at my graduation, high school graduation after party. You remember how Heights had the overnight or whatever?
Yeah.
Every night I had to ring the doorbell. I had no house key. There was no way to get in.
So
the
you
Fort Knox.
had to get your dad and mom into the door?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't came up.
Oh, my dad and mom didn't do that.
It was
my mom and dad did not do that. My parents were.
I was like, can I please have a key?
Completely
awesome. Sometimes they would wait up, sometimes they wouldn't. And sometimes, like at 10:01, he was in the truck looking for me.
Yeah.
And you could hear him coming. Every friend I had, everybody knew the drill. See his car or hear his car coming. Because he had a Chevy 454, very loud engine. And he would come out to the crossroads where we all hung out. And I would just like hit a ditch, hide behind all the cars, come around. Whoever was on the edge would try to drive me back to town before he got back. And I'd be like, I've been here the whole time.
God, my parents could never find me. I don't think my parents wanted to find me. I think they were like, God, thank goodness she's giving us a break.
Yeah. They were probably focusing on Marty.
We did do a lot of that. So you couldn't do that now. Like we did do a lot of exactly. We did a lot of this. We were like, oh, I'm going to so-and-so's house. And that's where we stayed, and vice versa. But now they'd look on the GPS and be like, oh, "You're not." Yeah. So I lied. I went to the library every Thursday night. Did you?
In high school?
Yeah, I went to the library.
Oh, good God, no.
My brother was like, "Wait, Kelly, you're at the library again? I think it's closed on." It was like a Monday. I said, "No, I've been staying at the library," and he's like, "The library's closed on Monday."
No,
he would throw me under the bus every time.
We would go out like on the weekdays and always say we were going to Young Life. And then Jennifer, and then Jennifer.
Young Life was one of the best places to.
Yes. Oh my God, we got, well, actually, I don't even think, they're like, okay, yeah, whatever. We're going to Young Life. And then we just drive around and drink, go to Bernie Park and all the things. Yeah.
Oh, I lived at Bernie Park.
Yeah.
I had the best parties at
Those
Bernie
were the
Park.
days.
Could you come to my party at Bernie Park?
No, but did you come to Catherine's party on Edge Hill?
I don't think so.
Did you enjoy high school?
Oh, God.
Like it was the best times.
Loved it. Especially when I got my parents to let me go to the public school my last 2 years.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I got to tell y'all something that happened to me this week. I don't know if it's right or that ain't right, or I think it ain't right. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I just got to get your opinion real quick. So I was on the Katy Trail, walking the Katy Trail in Dallas. Beautiful day, probably in the 50s. I don't know. Cold, kind of cold. Yeah. I mean, I was like, okay, it's cold. This guy came, I'm coming upon him. I'm like,
he came upon you?
He kind of was
or did you come upon him?
One of us came upon each other.
And it came upon me.
I'm trying to walk my dog and look.
I don't know what
and of course
she and Tracy's issue with that. I mean, what?
Coming upon.
I can't.
But I see from the distance he's got pajama pants on and some pretty expensive some man pants. Some pretty expensive house shoes. They're Uggs. I can even tell they're Uggs. I'm like, okay, this guy's rolling. I'm thinking
on the Katy Trail.
On the Katy Trail. Get this. You're gonna die. So big, buff, ripped,
how old?
Great physique. I'd say 30s. I mean, I don't know, Margaret. I'm so bad on age. I mean, with Botox, filler. Yeah, show Margaret the picture. I was in shock.
The whole family.
He's the biggest guy you've ever seen in your life and ripped. And he has these tiny little dogs about that big. Each one.
I think that might have been the weirdest part of it.
Okay, you're that big and your dogs are this big? I don't know.
What the?
And so anyway, I'm coming towards him. He's not coming towards me because obviously he realizes
you're going towards him, but he's not coming towards you.
No. So what happens, Pellie, is I'm
Why
walking.
does he have a shirt on?
Exactly. In your pajama pants.
Your freaking man pants.
Yes.
Slippers.
Well, he is a man. He's supposed to wear man pants. Men wear man pants.
You don't wear pajama pants
on the walking trail.
It's a Katy Trail. Are you trying to get action on the trail? I don't understand. What? If you are, won't most people look at that and go, okay, I've got to decide this. I want y'all's opinion real quick.
Is that Steven? In front of
yeah, because I think I was taking a picture of my husband.
She explained this to our whole aunts and uncles.
Can you see how the picture is? I'm taking a picture of my husband and dog, but
this woman was not with him.
She was behind him. No, but he's got a 6-pack. And anyway, I'm like,
there might be 13.
He's got a toboggan on. He's got on Ugg house shoes.
Yeah.
He's got on
loafers to boot.
Well, they're Ugg house shoes.
Yeah. Maybe that spray tan was really
fresh. And
fresh.
He's got a spray tan. Mm-hmm. And Pellie, he's got on
chains.
Plaid.
He's got chains.
Man pants.
Well, they're pajama pants.
Yes.
But you're walking your dog on the Katy Trail. Are you trying to get action, or why didn't you put a shirt on? Did you have no time to put the shirt on?
You leashed up your baby small pups.
Are you a douche?
Yes.
That's what I want to ask you. Are you a douche or are you a cool guy?
Yes, because he's even looking towards the camera.
And
but
chain,
are there girls that dig that?
With the chains,
Do girls dig that?
I mean, some girls, I'm sure.
Like 2%?
It's 1%?
99% think that's douchey.
Yeah, that is douchey.
I think that some people don't care, and the people that do, it's douchey.
I think it's cool he doesn't care. He has a great body. I'm not saying he is not fit. He's great. Yes. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
real good.
Put a shirt on. We can kind of undress you that way. We kind of know that you've got a good body.
Dude.
You know, it's kind of obvious. I mean,
shit happens out in parks all the time.
That's what he was doing,
sure do.
maybe. Oh,
people are weird.
And you're trying to pick up a girl with this little dog.
100 people on the trail. And first of all, yes, dogs on a trail.
And he's got his man pants.
He's getting laid.
Just pull him down.
I decided he's getting laid.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that's about. He's going out to get laid.
Maybe he's taking her dogs out.
That is not his girlfriend, Pellie.
I didn't say that was his
That's
girlfriend.
somebody's
Maybe
name.
he jumped up to take her girls out, and that he's being doing
The girls like the dogs? His girls?
whoever he's been with, whoever he woke up with shirtless is what I'm saying. Maybe he took.
Oh, you think he lives on the trail, like in one of those apartments right there? And he just kind of
No,
grabbed
I didn't
the
say
dogs?
anything about apartments or living.
You
what I
tell
said.
him.
I'm trying to
Listen,
figure out.
brother.
I'm trying to figure out why that's not
I'm just
douchey.
saying maybe he spent the night with someone that has dogs, and he jumped up to take those
Oh,
dogs
and
out.
put the toboggan on, covered his ears up, but didn't cover his chest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's so
I mean, it's
weird.
odd.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Yes.
But he looks like a meathead, so, you know.
Well, meathead, whatever, a great body,
Yeah.
but like I would seriously be worried.
I
But
can,
I will say this:
we
I
can
don't
block
think it
his
matters his
face
It
out.
doesn't matter
Can
his
we say something?
sexuality.
I said it doesn't matter either. I don't care. That's not nothing.
I don't think it matters his sexuality. I don't think that this is I think bottom line is, I think we've all decided together.
Yes, we have
All
decided
together?
together.
There was a better
It ain't
choice.
What's
right.
the word? Douche. That ain't right.
It is a little
that ain't
douchey.
right.
I mean, like put
There's a better
t-shirt on.
outfit choice for your
Tank
morning.
top. Tank top. I'd love to see that. I love that.
Something.
I love arms, but I don't need everybody else to look at your arms while I'm looking
Agreed.
at them, and there's stuff going on. I don't get it.
Well, it's leading down the waterfall.
You see it?
Yeah.
You see the
Especially
way
if I'm coming towards him, but he's not coming towards me.
He wasn't
Yeah.
coming towards me, but I was coming
Exactly.
real hard towards him.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I could figure out
Yeah.
what was going on, and I
Yeah.
figured it out.
And you got
He
a
ain't right.
picture.
He
to
ain't
boot.
right.
No, yeah, that ain't
But
right.
I like you because you got a
It
great
ain't
body,
right.
but he
Yeah.
ain't right.
It ain't right.
Yeah.
Well, girls, thank you guys for coming on the podcast today.
You're welcome.
Many more journeys with you.
Girlfriend, such
Do y'all want to wrap it up with anything
Coffee.
that's positive? Like, give me your,
Well, since you introduced 80s, do you want to,
tell me your favorite movie.
yeah, I don't know, anything.
Tell
like
me your
that.
favorite movie.
I think it had to be those John Hughes, probably St. Elmo's
God.
Fire, or maybe.
St. Elmo's Fire? Are you
Right, yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
kidding me?
Oh,
I'm still in love with
I
Lava.
loved that, but I loved About Last Night.
Oh.
Like, that was About Last Night when
But I think,
he was.
was that later?
Rob is in that one too.
Was he the
Yeah.
one standing in front of that refrigerator with no clothes on?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, 16
God, help me, dear
Candles,
Lord. I
all those
saw that
movies.
all of them. John Hughes is, yeah.
the
Genius.
best.
He's the cream
Yeah.
to the crop.
Genius.
I don't know. They were all great.
It felt like your life was on the tip. Like you
Yes.
could really relate.
like, where did he go? Where is he? Like,
Still
why did he
around.
keep
I saw
doing
an
it?
interview recently. Kind of, but I had to quit watching
sure
because
he's
the way he was
old.
talking. Yeah,
Was it? There's a director that my friend keeps telling me I need to get into, and I think his name's Peter Jackson. And like every time I'm on
Peter
the phone,
Jackson.
he's like, Peter Jackson, and I'm like, no, I don't know who Peter Jackson is. Look him up, Peter Jackson.
he's a
See if you-
director.
Yeah, pretty sure that's his name. I've memorized it by
A
now.
director of what? Porn?
No,
Is that what your friends
I do
looking
not.
at?
We don't. My friends and I do not do porn.
I'm kidding.
We do not talk about porn. Porn is not our deal. But I'm pretty sure his name is.
Peter Jackson movies.
Yeah,
Jackson.
he's very handsome.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, this
The
Peter
Hobbit?
Jackson, no.
No, he's not. The Hobbit.
Oh, the Lord of the
King Kong?
Rings.
Yep, he's like a badass director.
Now, so here's I think
He's a
Yeah,
badass director.
His first name is Sir.
in the 80s. it
Oh,
was-
Sir Peter Jackson.
in the 80s, it was Star Wars. And
Yeah.
the Lord of the Rings and stuff. I just never.
Peter
wasn't my
Jackson
thing.
needs a haircut.
Yes, he does. He looks like a
Peter Jackson is. Directors can wear their hair long. Oh, that's another thing. Can't directors get away with that? They can wear their hair long.
I don't know enough.
What
of
does
him.
it matter what your hair looks like as a director?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Where's Ron Howard gone?
He's old too. He's tired.
He's not old.
He's older than us.
Is he 80?
80?
No.
It's not 80.
Guys, I
Late
mean, he was
60s?
on.
He's
No,
tired.
he's not 60s. Y'all look it up.
Holy
He's
shit.
70s or 80s.
Hey Siri.
I mean,
How
do you
old
even
is
know
Ron
who Ron
Howard?
Howard is? Because you're acting like you.
The Cunningham family?
Yeah.
70. I said late 60s. He's 70.
Okay. Oh, so you're closer.
Good call.
You're closer. Good call, Margaret. Good call, Margaret.
Hello.
Good call.
I know my shit.
No, I will say that.
What about your favorite 80s song?
Favorite?
You were going to, or band or whatever.
I
It's
thought
like
I
a
told
go-to.
you.
That is so
Well, you haven't told
hard.
America that's listening to your podcast.
I have a lot of film, but I did screenshot. Can I read them?
God,
Can I
that's a
read
lot.
my favorite? And if I can
Too
tell you.
many. You can't.
No.
And it depends on my mood. It depends on
Oh, what about Luther Vandross? Is he 80s?
I think 70s is where you would
Well, let me just tell you. I started here.
Down to the 60s, Kelly.
Back in the high life with Steve Winwood.
God, I love that
Steve
song.
Winwood. He played it. Six Flags a
James
lot.
Taylor, Mexico.
Oh, James Taylor.
I had to include him because I'm like songs that mattered to me back in the day. That's how I figured
100%.
out.
But
what
that's
mine were.
not truly 80s. Like you're
No.
kind of
James Taylor was like 81 when
He's
he
like
recorded
perpetually
that.
98.7
Okay,
light rock.
Elton John,
But I think-
little genie.
I don't,
we already talked about.
Oh,
I don't understand where the little genie
You're
thing
Well,
is.
it's not
trailing
about
into
jamming.
some dude.
It's not
too.
about jamming. I'm talking about my.
You had sex for the
there
first
was
time in that.
experiences that I had with these songs. Okay,
It's just a new fact for
what
me.
about
I
this?
didn't
What
know.
about "Cannot Believe It's True" by Phil Collins?
I love
You
me
know
some
that
Love
one?
Phil Collins.
Okay, what about "Cool in the Gang"? Misled.
Got to celebrate.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the better one is "Get Down on It."
Get down.
Get
on
down on it.
cool in the game.
Get down, and I also
they
put
were
"Not
awesome.
the Only
Is that in
One"
Pulp
by
Fiction?
Body Rate. I did some crazy ones because I knew y'all would
Yeah,
pick.
you're not.
Michael Jackson, pretty young thing. PYT, pretty young thing.
Yeah, but
and
the
I'll
80s
take
is
you there.
Madonna,
Take you there.
In Excess.
I did
Billy
say,
Idol.
I have any sex coming up, okay? Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me,
Yeah,
okay? And then I got in
exactly.
excess.
Okay, that's and then you
No,
go
but-
to the hair bands.
Well, I don't.
So-
I was not a hairband person.
The music that you listen to growing up, do your kids listen to it? The 80s?
Oh, Lionel Richie and Commodores.
Yeah.
One of them does. The other one
Again,
doesn't listen to
that's
80s
not
as much
like-
as one does.
Lionel Richie had like maybe 2 songs, but
No.
I'm talking about rock.
Lionel Richie was an 80s guy. Look him up. ABBA was even in the 80s. You're dated 80s. Something's not right. You're
not
missing
like
a whole
you-
10 years.
I
here.
know.
I wouldn't
know.
say
You need to be-
iconic. The things you're saying are not
Right.
iconic.
Right.
The Commodores and Lionel Richie was iconic in the 80s.
Not
What
to
about-
the majority.
Okay, what about Ebony and
said
Ivory
70s.
by Michael Jackson? Ebony and
I mean, hell, even
Ivory.
Whitney Houston was more popular than
Well, I know, but I wasn't a fan of Whitney Houston.
But you gotta remember, okay, so MTV.
Couldn't hit those notes. I wasn't into it. I'm driving, I'm smoking, and I'm drinking, and I'm
do you
going
remember
to.
when MTV started and like the
Mick
first
Jagger.
video was like
Who?
Minute Work?
Minute
I
Work.
want my MTV.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about
There are more
Dire
iconic-
Straits? What
We
about
had a
Dire
shit
Straits?
ton of
Dire Straits?
one
Yes.
and
Is
Is that
done.
what it- Yeah,
One
there's a
hit
lot of one and
wonders.
does, but they have them now too.
Because video was very good to the artist or very bad, depending if you were not a nice looking, like you could just
Video.
change the whole.
And see MTV
radio star.
videos, the best.
It was the best.
I
Like
love
hours of your
watching
day.
those. I don't watch videos now at all.
They
Like,
don't
I
make
watch
them.
music videos.
That's why
they
you don't watch
okay.
them.
That's I didn't know.
Well, they have a like you can
They
watch
just- it's not the same.
their music
not the same.
videos.
No, but on Spotify, I could do a
It's not the
song
same.
and I can learn all the lyrics. I could go
Yeah.
to Sarah's place in Fort Worth.
I can on
and I
iTunes
can
too.
karaoke all night on all my songs right here.
So can
And
I
it
on
just right
iTunes?
on my Spotify.
iTunes the same thing.
And you just go, ooh.
Yeah.
Someone's putting
And you
them
don't
on
miss
her
one
Spotify.
lyric.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm reading the thing like,
Signing her in.
what do you mean? No, Pellie. Okay, yes, people have to sign me in my Spotify. No, it's on. My Spotify is
I
up
know.
and running.
I know.
But I will say
Oh, it's
this.
running.
No, it's running. But I will
Have you
say
ever
I
made
am
was
literally the worst tech person probably in the United States.
Maybe not the whole United States.
I'm
but
pretty
you are
bad.
pretty
No,
bad.
you're pretty damn bad.
I know how to get my Spotify. I know
She
how to do
couldn't give me
videos.
the Wi-Fi in her house the other day.
I know
She's
how to
like,
do
"I-
videos. You don't know how to do
Steven's up here."
reels on your Instagram, and I do.
I know how to do them. You just
No, you don't
you're-
want to? Is that what it is?
You're better at it.
I
than
don't
am.
think so.
All by
You know-
yourself?
You know for a fact that you're not good at it.
I'm not good at it.
I am very good at it.
You are.
I take pride in my videos.
I
I do. I love them.
I know.
I love all
I know.
my videos.
All my videos.
I mean, what's the best one I've done? Let's talk about me for now.
Kelly.
I was looking up Let's look at my videos.
I understand.
Please, what's my best video?
Okay.
The one with
I
Pellie and me in it.
because
Okay,
I've
you know
never
what? When you
seen-
come back on, let's talk. We'll talk.
I thought we were talking about the 80s.
We are. That's. I
Okay.
mean,
Did you make videos in the 80s?
no. I watched
Ever?
MTV.
You didn't record yourself or do any of that?
Pellie. They didn't have. We didn't have phone
Yes,
recorders.
oh my God.
Pellie.
You had the big honking ones that stood on, or like
A jam
tripod,
box.
yes.
The jam box.
Oh, I didn't.
You do
but
that?
I didn't really record myself. Oh, I did maybe sing and record myself a little bit when I was younger.
Sure you did.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson,
right, yeah.
and, you know, maybe Tanya Tucker with a Delta. What's
Yeah,
the
she's
best
all-
80s haircut you had? That you think is the best?
I did not have. There was nothing good about all of
So
the
was it-
perms that I had.
Did you
and the
take
Aquanet
the
and
no? Did you have the
yes.
long, more like? Did you ever cut it off? Or did you just do
No.
long?
Have you ever seen
Really
Kelly
high? Did you see my flock of seagulls here?
Yeah,
Dave?
we all had pockets.
No, it's when I
No,
cut
not
my
all of
hair
us.
off, Margaret. I was
That
a
one side
rebel.
was shorter
I
than
was
the
at
other.
the principal's
Arlington
office
Heights, we all had 'em.
every month, so I went ahead and said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna cut my hair short."
Oh no. we
Okay,
didn't do
well, I
that.
was growing it back
We
the
weren't
same
crazy.
day. I literally walked out of there thinking, do I cry right now?
Yeah.
Or do I passed Pellie. It was horrible. I'm like, I couldn't
wasn't
call
as
her.
bad
I
as the
called her on
mullet
the
that my
home
mother
phone.
gave
No,
me.
I called her on the
my
home
parents
phone.
loved our hair short when we were little, so I got rid of that.
My mother didn't got, she didn't play.
Obviously,
Went
I
like
haven't-
this.
I
And so
haven't
as it was
gone back.
growing, this could never be cut, right?
Yeah.
So I would just tease it real up and then flock of seagulls it real.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
an
you
hour.
sure did. That blue
Remember
eyeliner.
Oh, hell yeah.
I took my
loved
mother
the
a
80s.
picture. It was Farrah Fawcett in the
hair was
80s.
this
After she cut that
large.
long hair, it was still layered in this really cool length. And I
Oh,
took,
yeah,
took it to my mother, who was a beauty operator.
she looked like Theo Vaughn.
And I was like, this is, I want my hair cut like
she had
this.
a real mullet
You know, my
before
hair
they were
is
cool.
very thick. It's just layered and cut it to your shoulder. It was nothing.
Yeah.
It was,
But it was very
cute,
toned
though.
I
down.
think I still have my junior one,
70s.
my first one.
And
Oh,
she's
I
cut it,
love
and she wheels me back to the window, to the mirror, and I was just like,
What did
she cut off all
Oh,
of
you
my
weren't
fucking
watching
hair.
it?
all of it?
Kelly, the
You
mullet.
had Theo
I
Vaughn.
had
It was
the
great.
mullet in the back. It was short.
better than Theo's actually. Because yours was
I did
straighter
not
and
want to go
thicker.
to school the next day. I was like, I'm not. You cut off. My hair was down to
remember it,
here. You've
Pellie.
cut. I mean, it was.
Well, you can't really see
Pellie
mine,
had
but
the-
look at
Pellie
that.
had the
Look at
best-
that. Oy.
Oh,
Oh, thank
That's
God,
some
I don't have a
permage.
picture of that.
yeah, that's a lot of hair.
That's like Molly.
That's a lot of. That's like my cousin Molly.
Yeah, that's like
same
Molly.
exact hair.
And Jennifer.
And same. I want to kick your ass. Look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
totally.
kick your ass
Yeah.
and don't.
When we
You're
put the
not
eyeliner
that.
on
You're
the
not that
inside.
girl. Why did you look like that?
I don't know,
Why did
'cause
you
they
look
were-
like I'm gonna kick your
Everybody
It
ass?
looks
was
like
14
that.
hours of
She looked like the
posing.
nice one, and you look like, well, kick your ass. Like you were a badass. You look like Pinky Tuscadero. On
Oh, hell yeah. You talked about, oh my God, I love
You
me
look
some
like Pinky.
Yes.
She was the coolest
That's
girl.
what my hair looked like.
But Pinky,
I was
after
tired
that,
of
was on what
posing.
show? Oh,
I don't know. Whatever happened to her.
Pinky
she wasn't in another thing with, she wasn't in Grease with John Travolta and
Pinky
Olivia Newton-John. She
Tuscadero?
wasn't one of those girls in the pink jacket. Okay.
No.
What was that girl's name? The badass in the pink jacket? It was
Rizzo.
Like she was Rizzo.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought it was
Rizzo.
Roxy.
Stalker
Like
Channing.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Roxy.
The Hickeys.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
That's a good name, Rizzo, for a girl. If you're a cool girl, that's a cool name.
I feel like Rizzo is a name, like it's a nickname.
Where do you think Pellie came from? You think Aunt Pellie, I know you were named after our aunt, but where do you think that name came from?
Shoot.
Like, what does it mean?
So I asked her mother one time, and she
Yeah.
said that, so that was the youngest of 9 children. And
Good God,
when
that's
she
a
came
lot of
along
children.
and they didn't have a name, and that Papa had dated a lady named Pellie, and they named her after it. I was like, that's strange. I mean, would
I've
you do
never
that?
met another Pellie in my life.
No. Well, I have.
Pele, the soccer player. Pele.
Pellie.
Is that
They're the most
Pele. Oh, I think
But
Pele is better than
A couple
Pele.
of years ago, a
Pele.
girl reached out to me. She has the same. Her name's Pellie Marie. My name's. She's like, "Is your name really Pellie Marie?" And in her family, she goes back into the 1700s. Every single generation is named Pellie, and it goes, I think, back to Scotland or somewhere.
But that's it.
So I talked to Aunt Mary. I even got Aunt Mary. I was like, I don't know. Did you agree with the story? And Aunt Mary didn't really remember, because they were about 10 or 12 years apart. I don't know.
God, how many kids again?
9.
That's the Catholic way, man.
Yeah, right.
That's the
weren't
way I
Catholic.
grew up. You're supposed to just keep.
They weren't
getting-
Catholic, Kelly.
Well,
They were just horny mofos.
So
Okay, they were just horny mofos.
Winstead was. You're right.
What were they?
They were hiding. Yeah, they came from Mississippi. And
because obviously great grandpa looked like man pants on Katy Trail. All right. And she wanted his ding dong.
Great granddad was not.
Great granddad looked like Katy Trail douchebag.
Come out of that window. Come out of that glass.
Oh, am I going to break the glass? That would not be cool.
No, that would not.
Oh, that is so funny. Great granddad look like a douchebag.
Put some man pants on that fool and let's let her rip. Let her rip. 9 children later.
I don't know any of the other ones either.
That's called literally, that's a lot of sex.
Could you name all those siblings?
Not really.
No, Myra.
Pellie, Kelly.
Jerome, no.
No, that's a grandmother's brother.
Talmadge. Ransom. Pellie.
Talmadge.
Roxanne. Geneva.
That's not the same family.
Oh,
Yours
Hilda.
I'm going into the other family that like to have sex all the time. Who was that? What was
Geneva was in the
there was another
nursing
9
home.
or 10 on that side too. My papa came from 13. That's all they did was breed.
Breed.
That's not even.
Somebody's got to take over the farm.
He's a breeder. Nothing but a breeder. Nothing but a breeder.
But they did pick cotton in Mississippi, and then they came to our area. And
my dad.
That's a lot of cotton to pick. I mean, I don't know, man. How do you live in like a 2-bedroom house with that many kids? And how are you having sex in a bedroom with your kids right there?
Trauma. It's called trauma.
It's called PTSD.
Yeah.
No, I think they went out to the shed.
Do you?
I do. Because I mean, what would you do?
I'm not going.
That's how my grandma. That's how Dad's house was. Because she lived in her house.
I'm telling you,
she just the house that Dad was born in. My grandmother lived there until she was 2 months shy of her 101st birthday. But she lived in that house until about 3 months before she passed.
How big was the house?
Well, so like the primary bedroom was like right here. And then the door opened and they had a bed on the same sharing wall. And then it was like a living room. And then there was just one other bed. And there was 4 kids.
No bueno. I'm having 1 kid and we're never touching each other again.
No.
Sorry.
And then a decade later,
but you're a Scorpio, so I don't know how that would work.
So I guess
I don't know how that
I'll
would
have
work.
to be in the back seat of the wagon.
The wagon.
Because I'm not gonna go without it. I'm just not gonna do it in the
They were doing the wagon.
1-bedroom house.
The horses went into gallop and it was like game on.
Oh, this is good talk. I'm
glad I brought that up.
This is funny. I'm glad I wore my Depends tonight.
But Grandpa for sure had some man pants on. That's why she thought
man pants.
PJs.
Yeah, maybe some
those are pajama pants for men. You don't have to call them man pants.
Tracy did.
That's
why
why
she did. Get over it.
She did say man pants, but you know what?
We're just trying to reference back to your earlier shows.
Well, right. You should always go back.
Yeah,
you should always go back.
We are.
We were talking about lingerie.
You didn't get it, but
I knew what you said. Man pants. I get it, but I'm just thinking he's a man wearing pants. So why does it have to be called man pants? If he's a man wearing pants.
That's a question for Tracy, not me and Margaret.
He could have worn negligee. That would have been kind of cute.
Would it?
Showed his hiney. Then at that point, he wouldn't have shown his abs. So which would I prefer? Abs or hiney?
I think with a 90, you could see both. Maybe.
Well, maybe I'd like to. Yeah, he should have just actually worn underwear or Speedo. At that point, you're there. You're fully engaged. Fully erect, fully engaged.
Fully erect.
Oh. You're in like Flynn. You're definitely getting laid on the river. I saw the river.
He was fully erect, walking that Katy Trail. Going.
I mean, he was aware.
Kelly Wilson looking hot.
I didn't mean like erect like that. I meant he was engaged and ready to go. He was ready to find something.
He was ready.
Pulling those sleeves up. Well, let's just listen and y'all tell me. Okay, so I don't know. I don't even know if I should be bringing this up, but I'm going to. Don't beg me. Please don't.
Well, you have to now, fool.
Basically, I was in a very interesting location. It's called Northside.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard. Yeah.
And
I was going to say in back of a Bronco.
I just have to know this without going into deep conversation about what these people had on, which was shocking. Is healthy image in? Like, is it bad? Hail damage.
Hail damage?
You know, to show every bit of like crease and like if you have hail damage on your legs severely, should you wear short skirts and short shorts?
You should not.
You shouldn't. No. Should you?
No, you should wear one that's appropriately for
length. The appropriate length.
Coverage for your
Are we judging?
Yeah.
You're judging.
That's just called fashion.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree. Like, but this is the deal that some men don't find that unattractive, right? I mean, your face looks like you just
have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Your face just looks like you just smelled doo-doo.
Well, that's
poo-poo. Did you dookie?
Did you just say dookie?
Dookie.
I think that's yeah, they probably don't. They don't care.
I don't think some men care.
No.
So these girls are showing like get up in that because the cellulite was thick on the girls down there. And the interesting thing about it is
next time you go,
nobody's shying away from what they're wearing down there at all. Like,
agree. We went at Christmas.
There's a purpose. Just like man pants on Katy Trail, there is a purpose to the madness.
Okay. I want you to say listen, and I want you to listen and you judge. I want you to tell me something and let me try to figure out if I think it's inappropriate or if it's appropriate. And if I'm going to judge it, and I may pass. Well, I want you to come up with something. What happened to you? Anything out of the ordinary recently? Because it happens to me all the time. I see stuff that just doesn't look right. Can't help my brain.
Not that I can come, not off the top of my head. No, not really.
You, Pellie? Anything at work?
Daily.
Yeah, you're in just cream of the crop.
I had to. So we have our dress code is black or denim or blue denim. Yeah. And no holes above the knee for that very reason.
So you can have the whole jeans ripped out. I hate those. I hate that look.
Yeah. I don't want to, especially.
I listen and I judge on that. I don't like all the holes going down all the way down your thigh. I don't want to see your thigh.
6-inch tear in your pants.
I don't think that's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, they were super in style a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, you keep wearing
But are they like, and I think if you're
you really got skinny legs, go for it.
So recently they started wearing them again. A couple of people had them on.
Yeah, they're coming back in, I guess, after a couple of years.
Yeah.
Dee said something to me, so I put out a very friendly, it just said reminder. I even put it in like some caps and some lower so it looked fine.
Right.
Reminder with the dress code is blue or black denim, a clean shirt that's not wrinkled, and I threw something else in. So
it looked like there's more than one.
Was it picking on anybody? Nobody stood out.
Perfect.
Every single employee. Was that directed to me? Was that directed to me? Was that directed? You talking about me? You talking about my shirt? You talking about my pants? I was like,
I got to do this all day. I got to make you feel good.
Yes, it literally.
You just said
a blanket.
Why can't I wear holes in my pants? I said, I don't look at your thigh. Neither does the person that you're taking an order from.
And if somebody spills a hot cheese mozzarella stick on your ass, I'm not paying for you to take off for a week and go to the burn center. Sorry. Nobody wants your mozzarella stick stuck in your thigh.
Can I wear shorts back here? No.
I think that is the tackiest look.
People are trying to eat the food.
I don't want to see people's thighs.
The overly holy jeans are
disgusting.
The worst.
That is, you know what? I'm judging. It's bad.
John Bon Jovi wore it in the 80s, and sorry.
Yeah, but it was in his kneecap, Pellie. This is a woman's
No, the whole pant was ripped.
Okay, well, that's John Bon Jovi. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, he can.
But the gaping 6-inch hole, just put shorts on or whatever you're doing. Like, it's just the whole, it doesn't, I just don't get it.
No, that's a total judge thing. Mm-hmm. They're out. I'm going to go ahead and tell people those are not cute in any shape or form. Margaret, you have beautiful, skinny, long legs, and I still don't want to see that. I don't want to see. I don't want to see your entire leg in a jean. I think it's weird. It's like, it's like a half shirt. It's like the shirt that, all of a sudden you got a shirt on. And then before you know it, this whole thing's cut out right here. It's like,
I know.
Where's the shirt?
Thank God that.
Like, what's going on with this? Where's that part?
Oh, the keyhole.
Yeah, the keyhole.
Where is that?
That was in the 70s.
Is that what it's called? Keyhole?
People are still wearing those.
I can go on for days. I judge.
I had one.
I judge.
I couldn't handle it.
That's gone.
And it was like a sweatshirt. I was like, I'll just try it with a sweatshirt.
Off the shoulders is cool, but not with a keyhole.
But people have taken it too far. Like, sometimes you ever see a beautiful dress and they'll have just like the shorter sleeve.
Okay, but that's loose and you don't really see the keyhole. This is like fat coming out.
Yeah.
The extremes.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but I think the holy jeans and that kind of, you're going to look back in 10 years and you're going to remember the trend.
Well,
you're gonna know.
That's fine.
That's
fine. I'm gonna go ahead and
same with
I'm gonna call it a spade a spade.
I mean,
I don't dig it.
wide-legged jeans are back too, and
I
we
like
all
those.
grew up in them.
I like
in the
wide-legged
70s.
jeans. I think they're cool.
Forever and ever.
But I don't think holes in your jeans and like some kind of hole thing, keyhole, as Pellie called it, is cool.
That's what they're called.
I think they're just horrible.
Or maybe the keel's here. Can't remember.
Oh, well, this is even worse. You're just showing the cleavage.
Yeah.
And it's just like right here. Oh, yeah, you see a peekaboo right here. You see I got something.
Yeah.
What about crop tops? I'm over those.
I think they're so tacky. I don't
So
care.
tacky.
If you're 12, they're okay.
Yes. Like we wore the little bandana
But
top.
can any size wear a crop top?
No.
Any size?
No.
Okay, well, wait.
I'm sorry.
You judging?
No. Yes, I'm judging.
Yeah.
If you have a fat roll, and I would say a lot of us do,
Yeah.
don't wear it.
Yeah.
Or put it on as a under in a little denim shirt, whatever you're doing, like layer it. Maybe.
Could you tuck the front in?
But just in general, I don't need to see every square inch of your skin, except your tits and whole. I don't understand that. At least something to be desired.
Right, I know.
No, that doesn't work for
Or
everyone.
What you selling?
What's you selling?
I'm going to let you guys
Up on the
listen and watch,
Okay.
and then you may choose to judge or not. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what the ladies are doing right now on TikTok. Let me turn my
Okay,
volume
that
up.
girl on the left can do what she's doing.
Y'all let me know
It's all the crop top.
if y'all
and
are
workout
judging or not.
pants.
There
Okay.
we go. This is what the youngins are doing.
Wow. Okay.
It's a no for me.
Shakira moves? Is that where we're at now?
And if you can't sing and don't have,
Pellie, look at this one. I don't know, man.
I mean, she looks like a belly
She's kinda
dancer.
got it. She looks like she's been practicing. She's kind of that. She's kind of that.
I mean, would your
cheerleader,
dad
but
want to
like,
see that video? Probably not,
I'm
but
gonna-
she's got it going on.
I think she's got it going
Love.
on. Okay, I'm going to judge her. I'm going to say she's pretty talented.
Yeah.
That doesn't offend me.
I mean, it's talented, but if the
Give me
family
someone
finds
else.
her dead from being
Give me
murdered.
someone that I might actually.
Why is she
Sorry,
getting?
Why is she getting murdered?
Why is she
Don't
getting
you
murdered?
remember back in art? Well, because she's selling something. She's gonna have some.
Oh, she's putting herself
she's
out
gonna
there, so
have
she's
some
going to get
creeper.
raped.
Yeah,
Oh,
remember
for
the girl in
sure.
the what was that
See,
show?
we didn't have that problem. When I was doing those moves by myself in my room,
Yeah,
nobody was videoing it.
yeah.
To Donnie Maria.
to Michael Jackson. Yeah, totally.
Now, Margaret, I just feel like what you said was very dated. That someone's dressing or acting risque, and they're going to automatically get raped.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't say run. I said kill.
same thing.
Remember
Oh,
the
killed. I'm
creepers?
sorry. Yeah,
The
you.
creepers?
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of the rape.
it's just like-
I mean, I do think that there's a size and a place and a. Did I say size? That
You
just
did.
came out of me. I don't know where it came from, but I feel like there's people that if you want to do the belly dance, to get real good at the belly dance.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
she's very
I don't
good.
care what
Yes.
size you are. I don't care what it is, but that girl can move.
Yes,
I'm going to
she
be honest
can.
with you. She looks way better than I would have been. Definitely, I could.
But these
no
girls
wonder.
that barely know what they're doing, and they're just showing
Oh,
their
I know.
midriff.
It's horrible.
It's weird.
You showed me
It's not
something.
weird. They're just doing it to get likes and praise.
Yes.
and
I know, and that's the
try
sad
to
thing.
build their self confidence.
Like they never had to figure out how to organically do that.
right.
How about just maybe like
You
have a
have another
joke?
one?
Do you have another one that
Yeah.
can't do
You
it?
do, Danny?
Come on, Danny.
So I have one. This is a trend where guys would pretend to get arrested, but in a cute way.
Ooh,
Thing.
I kind of
Okay.
like that. Show us that. Seems dirty.
Dumbass wants to get fake arrested.
I do kind of
like-
hey, I'll be arrested. Arrest me. I'll be
Cuff
fake
me,
arrested.
baby.
I can't find the original, but this is the one that that a girl posted. So,
God, I love that you remember these.
so she was looking at it. I'll show you the beginning in a second. It'll go to the beginning.
What you gonna do?
Oh my God.
That is definitely something we can talk about later, girls.
No, that was just
Did you
weird.
see her? What you gonna do?
Seriously need.
I mean, he's ripped.
Uh,
Nice tattoo.
No,
Wow, she just keeps eating dinner.
that's really weird.
What did you not like about it? I mean, just go ahead, judge. Are you judging?
What?
I don't know that it's a judgment. It's just,
Stupid.
is it staged? It almost seems staged. Is
well,
that a
yeah.
He's staged.
Yeah.
It's totally staged.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's kind of stupid. Is that okay to say that? I mean, I feel
think sometimes people share too much. Like, I don't need to know every fucking fetish.
And I don't need to see it too many times, Danny. I mean, I've seen it. He looks great. It's a little weird, and she's eating her cereal.
Well, she's making fun of him, I think, right? Is she making fun of him?
I don't know. She licked the spoon pretty hard, Pellie.
I don't think she was into
barely
him.
making it in her mouth.
I didn't get the vibe that she was into him, though. I feel like she was just sort of kind of clowning on him.
She was. She was like, I'm making fun of this video.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, she saw the video. She's making fun. She's judging. I don't like it.
I think so. She's funnier than he is.
Yeah, she's funnier than
And first of all, if you're going to do that, do like some cool song. Like, come up with a song.
Just on the spur of the moment.
I don't know. On bed in the name of love. And you know, the other thing is, you know, that does sound kind of interesting to have sugar poured all over me.
Does it?
That. Yeah, like sugar?
Be real messy.
You didn't try it back in the 80s?
No. I did a lot. I wish I'd done more. I'll be honest with you. I said that to my mother the other day. I said, Mom, I'll be honest with you.
Judy couldn't have
This has
handled it
been
anymore.
a great life, and I enjoy my life, but I wish I had taken more, done more, more excited. She goes, well, Kelly, you still have time. And I'm thinking, well, Mom, I mean, this is when I was young and didn't have anything to worry about. It would take me a week to get over
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she just laughed.
Like, for instance, what do you wish that you had been taking more risks doing what?
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, you do too. Just
not
say
really,
it.
but I just wish I had been more.
I mean, do you mean like mountain climbing or been more promiscuous or where?
Promiscuous, not so much probably, but like.
Because they already established they were sluts.
I was not.
She was a one guy gal.
I was not promiscuous. Yeah, you know, maybe that would have been fun. I'm starting to think about that. Not be so loyal and passionate, you know, to have some passion. Don't you want passion?
I'm just trying not to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, okay. That's probably best, Pellie.
Yep.
I appreciate you taking respect for me.
You're welcome.
It's very sweet. What do you think, Marg? What would you have done in your 80s? I don't know.
So let's try. Let's connect that back.
Like the Start Club.
So what?
I wish I'd gone to the Start Club more. Maybe I could have used a little more times. I mean, I don't know.
It was closing doors.
What was your
Maybe
purpose?
we should have done some more ecstasy. I don't know.
I would do that again.
Walking in water.
What was the reason that you skipped your school to come to mine?
Just bored that day.
No, the real reason.
Oh, yeah.
There was a boy with man pants on attached to
Totally.
it. Come on.
There was definitely a boy. No, I was coming to see you, Pellie, and your girlfriends.
Where are you?
Okay, so I had a little Wortham crush.
Yeah, baby.
So I would, just roll in, roll out.
Footloose kind of
Look
fantasy.
like trying to think like I was Madonna.
Yes.
And I wish I'd been more like that. Like
He was a Scorpio also.
Ren, you wanted you a good bad boy.
Bad boy. No, I don't think he was a bad boy, really. Maybe.
Not in getting in trouble way, but
no.
Every girl was in love with him.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. You're asking me. Maybe I should have gone to the Start Club more.
Or do you wish you studied harder, or do what is it that you?
I don't regret that at all. No. Maybe traveled, took instead of going to college 4 years, doing that, maybe gone off 2 years somewhere, traveled, hiked around, did that more as a younger girl, backpacking and doing fun stuff like that. Maybe
my dad
more concerts, following, being a groupie. I don't know.
Same.
My dad
said
back then it was no.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't figure out how we could afford it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do it. It just didn't seem.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was so good talking to you guys.
It's
always
so great talking to
my
you, Fully
girls,
Erect.
my posse. Anyway, next time we get together, bring something fun on. I want to talk about some fun things that happened to you. Yours was good. Margaret, you got to find something. You got to have some more excitement. Yeah, Margaret.
Fun things that happen
have
to
something
me.
judgy. You got to judge people.
Yeah.
You got to be a little more.
Be more. I think we're gonna all have to be more
aware when you're always
walking on the trail.
I didn't. I thought
if I saw that, I wouldn't have taken.
You don't notice stuff like I do, and I take pictures. You wouldn't have noticed him.
I probably would have noticed it. My problem is I forget to take pictures.
Me same. I just went on.
I'm in the moment. Yeah,
3 day
exactly.
week, 3 day trip to Washington State, and
she took none.
Yeah,
because y'all are living in the moment, and I'm over here just grasping every picture I can get.
For your reels, Kelly.
I'm over here. I'm a director.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, well, have a great week. And thank you guys for joining me. I'm so grateful for both of you.
Thank you too. I'm very grateful to be here.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Thank you guys.
Love our Kelly.
#Fully Erect.
Yeah. Forever.